Not an easy debut against Caballero in the Trigon.
Not at all. Here we go. Black and bronze trunks for Caballero. Lightning, Harold McQueen in the black and silver and loading up early.
You can see McQueen talking trash. You can see that boxing background there. He's got to be careful though. One mistake I made when I fought in bare knuckle, you used to putting weight behind all your shots in boxing, and that can break the hand. You got to be careful the way you throw punches in bare knuckle.
And we saw that from an emotional, after the fight, an emotional Matt Almy. Very dominant, but yet did some damage to his own hands, landing those strong punches. This one, on paper, could be a lot of fun because they both have a ton of skills.
Yeah, and the thing about Caballero is he's durable. So from McQueen, if he keeps punching this way throughout the fight, especially if he's landing, it could cause some pain in his hands, I'm telling you.
Yes. Since his last time in the Trigon, Pablo has had a couple of MMA bouts, so he has tried to stay busy, and as I said, unfortunately, his opponent was unable to fight back in August. So he's fired up to try to move to 4-0 in his BYB career. McQueen times that right hand well.
Yeah, you could see he gives different looks. He gives that boxer's look. He knows how to, he drops those feints. And again, speed shots. You can see the background is clearly boxing, and it's clear in his body language inside the Trigon.
Andre Ward, one of his idols. McQueen from the Oakland area. Pablo Caballero, Mike Tyson, and Jose Aldo, one of the most decorated champions in UFC history. Round number 1, this one's scheduled for 5.
McQueen doing a good job of holding that range. And at close range, he ends up smothering Caballero. But again, we've seen Caballero before. He's durable and he's tough, so that's where I'd say McQueen has to be careful with those hands. When he's throwing these shots, he's putting a lot of emphasis on the shots. And then Caballero is cut.
To check it.
So we got to see that on replay because the ref blocked my entire view of that shot. I wasn't even sure if it was.
That's what I was thinking too. Was it a push? Was it?
Yeah. The way he got up, the legs are really weak. That was not only a knockdown, but that was a tough knockdown. I don't know if his legs are back behind him. Like I said, Caballero is tough. He's durable. He's tough. And those Argentines, they're typically rugged fighters. And now Caballero doing some dirty tactics on hitting on the break. You're gonna be the translator.
Yeah, the Jeremiah Rodriguez is like, he doesn't speak English.
Okay, but we can't make the warning for a half hour either. I understand we need a warning, but the referee also can't do this either. Because, there's a fight, you're letting guys get cold, guys are getting cheap rests. This is not about the referee. I totally agree with the warning, but it can't be for a half hour. That you can't do.
And there's just a few seconds left in the round. So they'll get another minute.
Because that actually allowed McQueen to recover.
No question. Crowd likes it. Both fighters very explosive. And we saw that.
Yeah, I want to see if we get
I want to see it too. Without the ref in the way.
Let's see here. We saw some athletic moves being used by McQueen, and on the inside, he pretty much did a good job of smothering Caballero, but right there, big shot behind the ear. Those shots are really rough because behind the ear, you have your equilibrium. I felt those several times in my boxing career, and they do not tickle. They wreck your equilibrium, they also hurt. Yeah. They go on your chin sometimes, and your rock doesn't hurt, you just go numb. But behind your ear, it wrecks your equilibrium, and it actually hurts, So the big shot behind the ear by Caballero, well-timed shot, because up until that point, McQueen had done a very good job of smothering Caballero on the inside.
I was thinking the same thing, Paulie. If that round was headed in the direction of Harold McQueen's scorecard, Pablo with that overhand right may have changed the mind of the judges in round 1.
Oh, I mean, with a knockdown, it's got to. I mean, now just a question of do you make it 10-8 or 10-9? Because McQueen had such a good round, it might just be a 10-9 round for Caballero instead of a 10-8.
Round number 2, Pablo Caballero, black and bronze trunks. Harold Lightning McQueen. You can see the athleticism and the explosiveness in the skill set of McQueen. Black and silver.
It's too much, dude. It's too much.
It's going to take a point.
It's too much. It's too much, dude. You can't do it. I mean, you know, I get it, but I could already see he was going this way when he took a half hour to warm for the first infraction. You know, now he's going to bring the referee, the coach in again for the end. I mean, dude, this is what I'm saying, bro.
You ready?
Jeremiah Rodriguez, longtime coach of Pablo Caballero, also coaches Carlos Guetta and many others.
Yeah, because you eliminate the physical part of Caballero's attack, you know, you're just going to make it a tactical thing. And tactically, McQueen has a big advantage. You already saw that early in the first round. You know? So now Caballero has to be careful of any of the rough stuff that he wants to do, because this referee is, you know, a bit too enthusiastic, and it's going to leave Caballero at the mercy of McQueen. Of course, that's granted thinking McQueen's hands hold up, of course. You'll see that now. Now he's going to... This is what I'm saying. You can't give every warning for a half hour, dude. This is not about you as if you're the referee. This is like, you just break them and you warn them and you let them keep going. Like, this is how every referee in the business in all combat sports works. And you don't take a few extra seconds until you actually taking points, or maybe one stern warning. Every warning doesn't have to be a stern warning. Oh, big uppercut. Huge shot landed by him. Trying to get up. He doesn't realize the rope is in his way. Wow, what a shot. What a shot.
It is all over. Harold McQueen by knockout.
And let me tell you, man, this is a big statement, because Goldie, we've seen Caballero. He's durable, he's rugged. This is a big statement win on the part of McQueen. Because Caballero, we've seen him several different times. Not only is he rough, he's a rough out for anybody, but he's also it's a tough night. He's just a miserable fight to fight. But instead, McQueen gets him out of there. One-punch knockout. That's going to be a tough one to beat for knockout of the night, I'll tell you. And the funny thing is, both knockdowns in this fight were very hard knockdowns. You know, this big uppercut here, as McQueen stands over the top of him. Caballero ducked right into the uppercut. Well-timed shot. I think, you know what I think? I think it looks like the uppercut of McQueen is actually on its way, and Caballero ends up ducking into it. I think the uppercut was already on the way, you know, and instead Caballero ducks into it. And impressively, McQueen also, you know, got up from his own knockdown. He fell flat on his face too in the first round. So good fight. A good fight by both of these guys, and good sharp punches, good hard punches landed by both guys. And of course, good boxing by McQueen. The boxing in the end was superior. And we didn't have to wait and see if he was loading up too much on his hands.
Exactly.
The end of the fight.
Yep, exactly. You can see that amateur boxing pedigree on display here from Harold McQueen, quarterfinalist back in 2016 at the U.S. National Boxing Championships. To make this one official, once again, we get it to Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sean Woods calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by knockout, Harold Lightning McQueen.
Great debut for Harold Lightning McQueen.